Hello everybody, it's been a while since I did, a YouTube video and one of my new t-shirts on. It says, if you can be anything in this world, be kind. There's a nice big daisy on it. Ooh, got my hair cut again. Oh, the red dye is almost gone. And my hairstylist was like, well, we could actually just cut that part off. I said, yeah, then it'd be way too short. I've had my hair super short and I really don't like it super short. Super short. Anyway, today I made a very happy mistake. So I watched these YouTube videos of people who are they're born into Jewish families. They're in the U.S., Russia, wherever, and they all go to Jerusalem, to Israel. They all move to Israel, and they've been doing all these different photos, and you can see all of Israel. Some of them even run tour group once a year, and I would love to do that. I don't have a passport, so yeah, I have to get that first. So maybe 2022 I can do that, or maybe I can just go there on my own. I don't know. So this past week has been so rough. The last full week of August was hot, it was humid, I don't know what it was, but I had trouble staying awake, a little bit of trouble sleeping, not much, but I just didn't want to move or really just think or anything. So I forced my way to work, get up, get washed up, punch into the dress, punch into the computer, do my work, drift off a little bit, get distracted by something, and like, oh, wait a minute, get back to work. In one meeting, luckily it was not a video meeting, I started falling asleep. I was like, whoa, okay, wake up. But yeah, it was really not good, and I was getting a little worried. And then yesterday I was talking to my friend in Canada. She's in North Vancouver, and she said she had a really goofy week like that too, but hers wasn't the whole week. It was like, one day she'd be like, oh, just dragging, the next day she would have energy half of the day, and then she'd start dragging, and then she'd have a day of almost energy, and then another day where she was just dragging. She's like, yeah, she said it was a strange week. And I've heard from other people too where they've had like 1 or 2 days or maybe the full week like I did of just feeling off. But I am feeling better. Yesterday I had a really great aha moment. I was watching a YouTube, and it's California Preaching, and at the end of the video, China, the woman who owns the YouTube channel, said that she's a born again Christian, and her husband was raised Catholic, and she's trying to get him to break some of the old Catholic habits that he doesn't really like. I don't know if I should call them habits, but anyway, to get him to accept, things a little differently. Anyway, she, at the end of the video, she said, I was telling him, you got to stop trying to be the Lord and Master of everything of your life and what you do and everything. You got to let Jesus in. You got to let God be your Lord and Master. And it just dawned on me. It's like, I have been pushing that so much lately, it's my business. I want to get out of this day job because I want to be in control of my time. I want to be in control of my schedule. I want to be in control of what I do and when I do it. And it's like, ooh, I've gotten really stuck in that, trying to be, well, for me, lady and mistress of my own life and my business. So it's like, once I said that, I replied to her video with that, and I kind of felt something shift, and I went off to the chiropractor and the bank and the stores and things like that and get my hair cut. Anyways, I felt much better. By the end of the day, I was like, okay, breakthrough. I have been pushing this too much as me, doing everything. I've got to turn some of the stuff over to God. And anyway, so my happy mistake today, I went grocery shopping. I was going to Fresh Time Market, and as you get older, your tastes kind of change. I used to hate like things like prunes, but now I love them. And watching these videos from, as I said earlier, when I started this, I said videos, in Israel, and they were talking about, plucking fresh dates off in trees and plucking fresh figs off in trees, and they eat them when they're, nice and fresh. Some of them when they're really fresh, and they showing them, they are breaking them open, showing you how you eat them when they're fresh. And I was like, and they're like, oh, they're so sweet, they're so good. And I was like, oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I don't really remember trying dates, but I know I tried figs. My mom loved figs. My whole family loved figs, and they loved fig Newtons, and I thought they were the grossest things ever. And so I went to the store, and they had some figs, and I think they also had some dates there. I thought they had some dates there. I don't know. I could be wrong. And so I'm like, figs and dates, and they're like, dates are sweeter and something else. And I said, so I grabbed the package of what I thought were golden California dates, and I just went for a walk, and I decided, oh, I'm going to eat 2 of these while I'm walking because they're supposed to be good for energy. And I was like, I thought dates had pits. These have little seeds in them. So I get home and I look at the wrapper, and it says Golden California figs. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I did that because I thought I was eating a date, and I expected it to be sweet, and it was sweet. And it's really a fig, and I like it. If I realized I had grabbed figs before I left the house, I would have been like, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. So I now have added figs to my list with prunes. They're very, very good for you. I tend to run low on potassium. That's why, another reason why I eat prunes, because they're very good in potassium, and figs are very high in potassium as well. So, well, you have to eat 6 of them, but it's only 110 calories for 6 of these, and I think you have to eat 5 prunes, and that's only 100 calories. So they're sweet, and they have a lot of, they're a fruit that's high in natural sugar, but the calories and stuff aren't there, so it burns differently in your body. That's how they figure out calories, by the way, is how you burn the food at a certain temperature, and you see how fast it burns, and that's how they calculate calories. So I'm really happy I made this mistake because I like these, and I'm going to try the other Black Mission ones maybe next week. So that was really happy mistake that I'm very grateful for. I don't know if I told you before, but I'm in a challenge to do 10, to write down 10 things I'm grateful for every day for 100 days. I missed yesterday because yesterday was so busy. Just realized it this morning that I missed it. So now I'm going to remember what I was grateful for, because I said it while I was driving around and stuff. I was saying my gratitudes. So I'm going to write it down, and then I'm going to write down today's gratitudes. Because I really want to finish this challenge of getting 10 gratitudes written down in 100 days, because that's a lot of gratitude. So we got over 700 people, excuse me, that is sweet. 700 people in the group who are doing this. So imagine that. 100 days of 10 gratitudes. That's what, 10,000 gratitudes? And then you multiply that by another 700, and you come up, I don't know, somehow we're going to get really close to 1,000,000 gratitudes in that 100-day period, maybe even more. So anyway, I hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'm going to try to be a little more regular and finish up the book of Genesis, and Exodus comes next, so that should be interesting. We're getting closer to David in the book of Samuels, which I enjoyed. Last time I read it was a couple months ago. So yeah, the end of the story of Joseph is coming. Joseph's story is coming to an end. Jacob's and Joseph's story both are coming to an end, and so it's going to be interesting to see where we have the sons of Israel and their children and some of the grandchildren, and then when you get to Exodus, it's a few generations later, several generations later. It's like nothing happened in those generations. It's okay. I hope you have a very pleasant week, and If you like this video, please subscribe. And actually, hope you see this video. And I hope you have a great, great week. God bless. Bye.